What's up guys, how y'all doing? How's everybody? Welcome back. So we're gonna do a maintenance mod today. As you guys know, Melina has this 2013 Subaru Impreza that she's been driving around for a long time. Very good car, but after 180,000 miles it finally has the AC clutch is given out. Now as you guys remember, on the STI I did my own AC clutch and we had a video. This is very popular on it. I tried looking some up for the FB motors and the FA motors, and I wasn't able to actually find any, so this is why I'm making this video now. So this is the FB20 block right here, and they come with these 6-rib AC compressors. Very easy job, not hard at all. We're gonna get to it. So we ordered the replacement. I'll put the link in the description, but I got this on eBay. I did order one originally and it was the wrong one. It was the 4-rib belt, so as always they all come with shims, spring clips, the washer, and then you got the package itself. It comes with the pulley, AC clutch, and a brand new magnet as well. Sorry to interrupt this video today. We have a sponsor for this video, and that is TRIGGZZ. TRIGGZZ sells binoculars, and if you're like me, in the middle of doing the work on the car, you get tired, you want to chill. We got scenic area around our new house, so we're gonna use these TRIGGZZ binoculars to check out some birds and see if we can see anything. So as you guys see, TRIGGZZ box comes with a nice carrying pouch, a strap for you, and inside here we have our binocular. Now this is perfect for if you want to spy on that ex-girlfriend of yours, or if you want to look on the birds or anything like that. It's by 12 by 24, so it has these nice lens cap that you're able to remove for the eyelids. Also for the front area, it opens and closes like you would normally, and then the eye area also extends out, so give you a cleaner look. So when you're doing your spying, you can go ahead and spy on anything or look at birds or etc. In this TRIGGZZ kit, it also comes with a phone mount holder, which is pretty cool, to be honest. You mount the phone mount holder to the eyelid right here, and then you screw this down. You're able to mount your phone here. It's telescopic, so it opens, and the camera lens can be aligned, so if you don't want to look through that tiny hole and you actually want to record evidence of whoever or whatever bird or thing you see, you're able to record it with your phone, and I'll show you guys that feature right now. But if you want yourself a set of binoculars, these are the way to go. There's a coupon code in my description with the link if you're looking to get yourself. So there's my phone right here. We got the phone mount to it, so I'll show you guys how this works right now. And Melina's been acting weird lately, so I'm gonna spy on her and see what's going on. Okay, so with the TRIGGZZ, we're gonna see what's she doing over there. Hey, whose video are you watching? Whose video are you watching? So just to give you guys an idea of where Melina's sitting, this thing can exactly, the camera can't pick it up super well, but sees pretty well exactly what she's doing. So if it's you're trying to find out what your spouse is doing, or you're trying to watch some birds, TRIGGZZ got you covered. Thank you for supporting this video, sponsoring the video. Hope you guys enjoy it. See y'all on the next one. So the first part of it install is you're just gonna want to take a 10mm, take this plastic shroud off. All right, so we got that thing off. You guys can see this whole unit is exposed right here. This bracket's not really in the way, you don't need to take it off. So this is the AC compressor housing with the pulley. The next step is you're gonna want to grab a filler gauge, so like this, and between this clutch face and the pulley, there needs to be a specific gap that comes with it. That's what these shims are in this kit. These little rings are here. These are the shims that come, so you can space it out evenly, because when the compressor engages, this thing gets sucked in by the magnet, and that's what allows the compressor to work. And then when you need to release, the magnet lets go and it comes out. Now the gap isn't very big, so don't mistake this gigantic gap. This is just a open hole in the pulley. But if you guys look underneath right here, I don't know how much the camera can pick up, but the plate's behind it, so we're gonna need to use the filler gauge in order to be able to do it. I want to say it's probably the gap. You want to keep the same gap, so let's see, what can it be? All right, so I measured it with the filler gauge, so you want to be in between the specs of 60mm, 0.60mm to 55mm. And as you guys saw, 55mm slides in very easily. You're able to move it around, and then the 60mm slides in, and there's a little bit of resistance, but it's still good. So 55 to 60 is what you're gonna want your target range to be. All right, so now that we measure that, before you start taking anything off, you're gonna want to remember your belt routing. So it looks like it goes from here to water pump loops back around to pulley loops back around to crank pulley loops back to around to the idler pulley, back to the used to be on EJ's power steering, but now it's just a pulley to alternator, back to the pulley, and then back to the AC. So yeah, we just need to remove this section, but before we do that, we're gonna crack this loose, which I believe is a 10 mil. So this bolt isn't very tight, but you won't be able to loosen it unless you C-clamp it like this to this unit, which we did. Now we're going to loosen it and remove this. And now you're going to remove this bolt. When you remove this, be careful. Those shims I was talking about are behind it, so don't drop them. Now we're going to need to take the belt off. And the idler pulley's right there. You're going to want to put a socket on it, pull it back to loosen tension on the belt, and move the belt off. Alright, so this is the tool you're going to use. Socket 14 on that. And now we remove the belt. I just tucked it underneath here. Now we're going to remove the clutch plate itself off. Just like that, we got our clutch plate off. Oh, I see those shims. Good practice, put this bolt on, so when the shims come flying out, they don't fly away. Alright, so we removed our 3 shims. Now we're here. You guys, it's hard to see, but there's this snap ring right here. We're gonna need to take the snap ring off in order to take the pulley off. Tool to have is one of these snap ring pliers. It can go inwards or backwards. So I'm gonna adjust the heads for these 90-degree ones that I have to make life easier, and let's get to it. All right, so I got the jaw clamps on the pulley. You could use a pry bar like I was doing, or I did in my old video, but this tool, it works very easily. So you just clamp them on and then twist it back out. All right, so we removed the pulley. As you guys can see, the clutch is toasted. This is why it's not grabbing. It's super smooth, where here you can feel a grip like a rotor. This thing is toasted too. So our first C-clamp removed. Now that the pulley is removed, this is the magnet. This is what's failing. There is a C-clamp inside of here as well. I don't know if you guys can see it right there, but we need to get that removed in order to be able to remove the magnet. All right, so we have our magnet. We removed our retainer clip right here. This is our magnet. Unplug it. The clip, if it breaks, it's fine. Move this, and then the magnet should be able to just come right out. So this is ultimately what we believe failed. I think it might have actually just been the clutch itself. So this system, how it pretty much just works is magnet sits inside the pulley. Pulley has a bearing that spins with the serpentine belt. When you engage your AC button, this attaches to this. That gap we measured is the gap between this. So when this catches onto this, this allows now the whole system to spin, so the air compressor in the car is able to actually pump the AC. Now looking at this, if you ever done a clutch job on your car, if you have a manual car, or if you ever done rotors, you can see this is very warped. And as well, this surface where it's supposed to have this fine material for the clutch to be able to grab on is not there. So now when this is going to engage, what was happening was it was just slipping or not catching, and that's why Melina's AC was not working. Now we got everything apart, we can go ahead and begin putting everything back together, and I'll show you guys step by step how to do that. All right, so clean your shaft off first. This is what you're gonna want to do, and then next step is pretty much we're gonna go ahead and take our brand new magnet. The magnet has a dowel pin right here. AC compressor has a dowel pin hole. You're gonna want to align them up together and put this camera down, so pass the line through. Dowel pin is lined up. There's only literally one way to do this, and get your little clip thing pushed in. All right, AC module pushed in. Now magnet is lined up with a dowel pin, just like that. So next step is you're gonna want to reuse the big snap ring. The kit came with some, so we'll probably just use that one. And yeah, so let's take this out. All right, so this was a nightmare, but we got that C-clamp in. That's just how you're gonna have to do it. Push it all the way in, make sure it's nice and tight. You'll be able to know because the magnet won't be able to move. Next is pulley. I'm gonna take our pulley. You're gonna want to come here and line it up and slowly begin pushing it in. Sometimes it might not go in all the way, so you will need to get a piece of wood and a mallet and hammer it fully in. which I'm gonna do right now. Next move, you guys saw, we put this pulley on. Just a hammer and mallet trick does very well. You just want it to be very flush. You don't want to see the magnet anymore. Nice and flush on the backside, just like how that is. See a magnet when everything looks aligned. Pulley looks good. Now pretty much you're almost done. Next you need to install your shims, which is this guy. Throw your clutch plate on, measure the tolerances, make sure it's good, and you're done. Oh, before we finish, we gotta install the C-clamp too before we forget. All right guys, so you gotta hammer that in, throw that C-clamp on, and then you want to put the bolt into, I actually ended up using the three spacers that came with this as well, so we have a total of 6 spacers to get the clearance we needed. Everything looks good. Now we're going to torque the center bolt down, and then we're pretty much done. You got to use 10 foot-pounds or 120 inch-pounds, so we're going to torque that down, throw the belts on and start up the car, make sure everything's good, and we're done. All right, belts on. Okay, you can start it. Turn on your AC. Alright guys, that pretty much concludes this video. Very easy installation, you can do it yourself. As you guys can see, AC clutch working perfectly fine, everything is good to go. AC is blasting very cold, which is good. No more ticking noises that Melina is experiencing. Yeah, overall very good. Very cheap fix, 59 bucks. Get yourself a new Ace clutch. Be good to go for the summer. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you again. Peace.